I'm Ashley Lenhart. I'm a postdoc in bioanalytical chemistry, and my research is focused on developing the technology to allow us to probe biological questions. So I look at specifically neuromuscular connection, so where your brain cells are reaching out and connecting to your muscle cells. I'm focused on understanding inflammation. It's involved in many different diseases, somewhere around 90% of diseases. So better understanding inflammation will allow us to better understand diseases and hopefully find cures and treatments for diseases. This valve, or how much? To probe these connections between cells, we need to get down to a cellular level, even a molecular level. We can't see this with the naked eye, so we need really sensitive methods to allow us to capture the dynamics occurring on this small scale. This is a cryostat. It can slice tissue or samples down to 5-micron slices. This is a fluorescent microscope. It can help us visualize what type of cells are there. We can then analyze the chemical content of that with mass spectrometry to see a whole array of different chemicals that are present and start to understand what is happening on a molecular level in those samples. The volume of samples that we're working with, if you compared one droplet of sample to a normal liter bottle, that would be the same comparison as a liter bottle compared to the moon. So these are quite small samples that we're working with, very hard to see. The purpose of my work is to get down to a lower level. So if you look at your hand and you look at it flexing, you can see it moving. If we use some technology that allows us to visualize beneath our skin, we can start to see the muscles and the tendons working together to cause that movement. My job is to get even deeper than that and create technology that allows us to look at the electrical firings that are causing that movement and get it even smaller down to what's happening on a molecular scale. I've always used drawings to help me understand things, but when I was an undergraduate, the graduate student mentor that I worked with would pull whatever piece of paper, a sticky note, or whatever she could find on her desk to draw out her thoughts and help explain to me what was happening in her research and the research I was being trained on. And I kind of picked up that habit from her, just grabbing whatever was available, be it a shred of a cardboard box or a Post-it note or some printer paper, and drawing out my thoughts. Something about holding the pen and manually doing that and thinking through what's happening, I think it just connects better with my brain. So I like having that physical piece of paper that I hand to a mentee when we're trying to understand something so that they can reference it, add to it themselves. And having feedback from a mentee or thinking about it through their eyes can make you think about your research differently. And sometimes that's really just what you needed to get it going again. You might be stuck, and sharing with a peer or a mentee and having their thoughts on that, it can definitely help you see it from a new perspective and maybe get the research moving in a good direction that it hadn't been moving before, just getting that outside perspective. I did not even know what graduate school was before I made a connection with my mentor, and having a lot of different mentors in this lab when I was here as an undergrad really helped me gain the confidence to go to graduate school. The mentorship I then received through graduate school was invaluable. It's something that has shaped me and shown me what is out there and what I can do, and so I want to give that back and help other students who are in positions similar to me or very different.